Hey guys, Trey here with AmericanTrucks.com, and today we're taking a closer look at this PPE Turbo Resonator Delete for the 2020 newer 3.0 liter Duramax Silverado 1500s. This part is great for Silverado owners who want to remove the factory turbo resonator and achieve a more refined, consistent airflow, which can help you improve that turbo performance. This PPE Turbo Resonator Delete replaces the factory resonator, which is mainly intended just to reduce noise from the turbo. By removing the resonator, this PPE component helps reduce potential airflow turbulence, leading to a smoother, more direct airflow to the turbocharger. This can provide a slightly more responsive throttle and sharper turbo sound, making it ideal for anyone looking to maximize their truck's airflow efficiency without any extensive modifications. Now this thing is made from very high quality CNC machined aluminum. This Resonator Delete is designed for durability and precision. The solid builds mean it can handle the pressures associated with a turbo system, and it's going to make it a very reliable, long-term upgrade for your engine. Now, as far as pricing goes on this is going to be right in that mid $100 range, so it's a budget-friendly option that offers a simple and effective way to streamline turbo airflow. The installation is going to be rated a 1 out of 3 wrenches on our difficulty scale and should only take you 20 minutes. It's a straightforward job that requires basic hand tools, and since it's a direct fit replacement, you won't need to make any modifications while you're putting it in. Now let's see exactly how this is done with an install video from one of our AmericanTrucks.com customers.
All right, welcome to this install video. We're going to be installing a PPE resonator, turbo resonator delete pipe. Basically, all we're going to need is a flathead screwdriver, 10mm socket or wrench, and then I got an 8mm for the hose clamp. I'm not sure if it's a 7 or an 8mm, or hopefully the flathead screwdriver will work too. And take a look at the PPE pipe. And we'll take a look at what we're talking about. On the inside of the PPE pipe, you can see the smooth piping, no holes, no baffling. Again, that's going to give us freer flowing air to the engine, held on by a clip. And then you can see inside that rubber O-ring, we're going to want to lubricate that O-ring just a little bit, get a little bit of lubrication on there before we pop it on. So before we get to that point, first thing we have to do is take off the engine cover. That should be a 10mm right up here on top. And then you're also gonna have to uncap your oil cap, lift straight up on your cover pops off, and then there's that 10mm bolt. Don't lose that bolt. You're gonna cap off your oil so nothing falls down inside your oil. Next step is the sensor, knock sensor up here on the top of the motor. You're gonna pull out the red tab, press down on the black tab, and disconnect your harness. Brand new, so it's on there nice and tight. Disconnect your sensor, and then you've got two 10mm nuts on top. And of course, I don't have a deep socket. Of course, I can't find my 10mm deep socket, so we'll just use to loosen those nuts. 2 nuts right on the top that hold the bracket on there. A little bit overkill with this wrench, but that's what I got to work with right now. All right, so I got some deep sockets because I would have been here forever with that wrench. So 10mm deep socket. And you're gonna get these 2 nuts here at the top of the sensor first, because underneath the sensor is another nut. There's 3 nuts that hold on the bracket. Bracket's got to come off to get to the resonator pipe. Anytime you're working inside the motor like this, make sure you don't drop any of these nuts down inside your motor. I'll just put them back inside the box, or you can throw them back onto the nut. Throw them back onto the bolt. So the sensor comes off out of the way. And now you can see you have your other 3 bolts, 1, 2, and 3, also 10mm. On these two, the whole stud came out, but that's okay. All right, now this bracket should lift off. And now there's your stock resonator. It's held on by a spring clip here to the turbo, and then your inlet pipe. This clip is on there pretty tight, and it has grooves on it. So you're gonna have to pry that tube off. So we're actually gonna take off this hose instead. That's a 7mm, or you can use a flathead screwdriver to loosen up this clamp. You can see that wasn't on there too tight at all. And then you'll be able to pull that hose off. And we gotta pop this spring clip. So just pull up on the clip. And now your resonator should come out. Kind of a tight fit in here. But there you go. So we'll get a better look at the inside of your resonator. See all those holes, that baffling to mute the sound of your turbo a little bit, quiets down the sound, but again, you're creating some restriction, not getting that smooth airflow into the turbo. Now this hose, they say is on there pretty tight because it's got some grooves on here. So we're gonna want to loosen this, and you should be able to just work your way around with a flathead screwdriver. Obviously make sure you don't rip your hose, tear into your hose. Nope, actually came off pretty good. Probably because the truck's pretty new. It's only got 1,000 miles on it, but again, you can see down inside. Same idea with the spring clip. Take the clip off, don't lose it. And then we're gonna lube up that O-ring. Take some of the oil from the old. Get a little bit more oil. Real light, doesn't take much. Just kind of zoom in on the turbo and the pipe where everything goes. Oh, came out really good. Came out really easy. Sorry about that. Should know by now. Anytime you're working on a car, always have rags available. All right, so popping the pipe on first. There we go. Whew. Down there pretty snug. And then your spring clip, scratch your pipe up like I did. Hold on nice and tight, that ain't going anywhere. So coming to that passenger side and pulling it, I got a little bit more leverage. So maybe that's a little bit of a trick. Wiggle it back and forth, work it a little bit. Make sure you get both these clamps over those ridges. And then you're gonna tighten it back down. And again, for your hose clamp, that's a 7mm. There you go. On there nice and tight past the ridge. Pipes in there. Clamps on there tight. And then it's just the reverse order, right? You go back through. Put your bracket on first. And again, this is 10mm for the bracket, as well as the sensor, and then your engine cover. Bracket's just plastic, so you don't want to wrench down on it too tight. A little bit more hand tight. Get on there snug. And that's all 3 bolts. And now your knock sensor. And that's your last 2 nuts. And of course, don't forget to plug it in. And push that red tab back in. Lock it in. Go nice and snug. Sensor's back on there, plugged in, bracket's back on there, turbo pipe is on there, oil cap, and tighten up your last 10mm bolt. And that's it, pretty easy install. Pipe goes on there pretty snug, so get a good angle to get leverage to pull the pipe on. Don't forget to lubricate that O-ring inside the pipe. Outside of that, pretty simple bolt-on job.
All right, that's gonna wrap up our review and install of the PPE Turbo Resonator Delete for your 2020 and newer 3.0 liter Duramax Silverado 1500s. And for all things Silverado, keep it right here at AmericanTrucks.com.